The number of U.S. service members infected by the coronavirus at Marine bases in Okinawa has now risen to 136. Back home, Marines are taking the fight to the virus by participating in a comprehensive study on how it spreads among the young. Mark Strassmann is in South Carolina, where he got an exclusive look at what's being done there. Mark, good morning to you. Can't wait to see.
Good morning, Gail. This is Parris Island, where they make Marines. It's boot camp hell for any recruit from east of the Mississippi. I'm standing in an area known as Leatherneck Square, and all around me, recruits are going through a confidence course. Here is what they're up against. The course itself is challenging. It's summer in South Carolina, and now their breathing is even harder because they all have to wear masks. It's one more way the Marines are trying to keep an invisible threat outside the wire at Parris Island. They're Marines in training already facing their first battle, COVID. It's why they're quarantined here at the Citadel for 2 weeks before heading to Parris Island.
COVID-19 is brand new, and we don't know much about it.
But the Marines, first to fight, believe a COVID counterattack starts with cutting-edge research.
Good, just get on camera there.
Immunologist Andrew Letizia is also a Navy commander. He's leading a Navy Marine deep dive into why young people like this group fight off COVID better than most. For the military, the virus threat can lurk anywhere.
So you'll have individuals that are training together, they are eating together, they are in barracks and sleeping together as well. Certainly respiratory viruses, including COVID-19, can spread like wildfire in that situation.
It did aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt back in March. 1,200 sailors aboard the naval aircraft carrier tested positive while at sea in the Pacific. One sailor died. The COVID threat was on the radar of every military branch.
No one saw this coming.
Colonel Rico Player commands the COVID task force at Parris Island.
This study, I think, is critical because there's so many unknowns.
How much of your time now is spent trying to keep your folks healthy?
80%, 90%, depending. It affects all of us because we can't see it. It's everywhere, but nowhere.
At the Citadel, Letizia's volunteers give saliva samples, nasal swabs, and blood draws. Anyone testing COVID positive will be tracked and retested at least 6 times over 8 weeks. Researchers here also want to learn more about how the virus spreads and how long someone's immune system will keep up the fight.
Trying to figure out who makes antibodies? Does everybody make antibodies? How robust is that antibody response in order to identify the virus and effectively neutralize it in the future if you were to be re-exposed? We can then apply that knowledge of our immunology towards developing the next frontier of medicines as well as vaccines.
And compare their findings with the immunologies of people more vulnerable to the virus. Volunteer Arturo Marrero knows what's at stake.
Coming from Miami, it's a pretty big thing right now, especially recently, where the spikes have been going up.
For the Marines, beating the virus would help protect their operational readiness. But this research could also reach another battlefield. That's the nationwide fight against the virus.
I think some of the questions that we're really attempting to answer will help in the reopening of America.
This group needs to stay healthy. Ask any Marine who went through basic training at Parris Island.
They have enough to worry about with the drill instructor without having to worry about COVID.
It's fair to say when they arrive at Parris Island, they are clean and ready to train. The drill instructors will take care of the rest of that.
And the drill instructors will take care of it right now. You can see some of the recruits. Some of them will also be in Letizia's test group. Several hundred of them will be in the group. He plans to publish his preliminary findings next month. And like any successful battle plan, here's the key. Know your enemy. Tony?
Yeah, that's right, Mark. I enjoyed this slightly demented smile there from the drill instructor at the end. If they can beat the virus, the drill instructors will take care of the rest. Indeed. Mark Strassmann for us. Mark, thank you very much.